Samurai, I swear to God, after this movie, I will never look at a turkey baster the same way again. You'll find out why. May sound weird, but... Don't breathe. So Don't Breathe... Sorry about that, that was so goofy, so kind of stupid. So Don't Breathe is the newest film by Spanish director Fede Alvarez, who directed the Evil Dead 2013 remake, which I didn't think was that great, but the director himself, he had some slight little visual flares for that movie, which could have just been generic, but he had these little touches, little tiny things that he wanted to pour in there. And now, I think this is the director just let completely free, and what he has created is something incredible. It's a psychological thriller film, really. It'll be labeled as horror, but I really see it as more a psychological thriller that harkens back to like classic 70s thrillers by like John Carpenter and that sort of thing. And it's made by this massive team of Spanish filmmakers, which is just... I love that. I love hearing that the Spanish are the ones who are doing horror the best. Because you have Fede Alvarez, his co-writer, his cinematographer, his music composer are all Spanish guys. And that's just great. With Spanish directors, with these Spanish horror directors, like Guillermo del Toro and J.D. Bayona, their films reach into a different quality, reach to a lot more audiences. You can be anyone and watch this movie. Although I suggest that not everyone watch this film, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be very, very horrified by Don't Breathe, just to put it lightly. But it's still amazing to see that these Spanish filmmakers can create something that pushes the entire genre to a new level, to a new modern level. Alvarez directs the film with such masterful control, giving you little hints of to something that's going to happen later on to the film, little objects, windows, locks on the doors. You can kind of think, okay, what is this sort of thing going to do? Is it going to have any purpose towards the greater film? And then when the movie starts to unravel, you put all the pieces together, and that is an amazing thing to do. It gets your attention, it holds it, and it held my attention for the entire runtime. There was no point where I was thinking, okay, let's speed it up here. No, I was like, oh no, slow it down, whoa, holy crap. Where is this movie going to go? I had no idea where any of this was going to go. This was just an unexpected blast to watch, which still kept that massive amount of tension. The movie kept tension to the very last minute. That is a great feat in of itself. The writing itself is a little thin for the characters. We do have our three protagonists in Rocky, played by Jane Levy, Alex, played by Dylan Mignette, and Money, played by Daniel Zavato, who, they're interesting characters. I think that Jane Levy's character is the most interesting by far, because she is our protagonist. She is our kind of, if you want to call it, scream queen. She's the one that we want to focus in more. And a lot of horror films would take the same sort of characters and wouldn't make them too likable. They just make them these weird caricatures, and we wouldn't care. We'd probably want the villain to come in and just kill him as brutally as possible. But in this film, we really care about the characters, because we just want them to get the hell out of here, because their villain is a true monster. You know why? Because he's realistic. He isn't some half demon, some vampire, werewolf, whatever the hell you want to call it. No, he's just a old blind man who can kick someone's ass and kill without fault, with no hesitation whatsoever. He can fire a gun precisely, even though he's blind. Exactly. What? These three characters try and invade his house to try and steal some money from him, but that is a really stupid idea, because once you see this guy in full action, once you see Stephen Lang playing this character who's just credited as the blind man, once you see him in full action, it's just horrifying. He plays it with so much power, rage, and precision as well. It's a great performance, and I think that Jane Levy and Stephen Lang are just the two powerhouses that come together. Jane Levy is a little weaker. She's very vulnerable. She's just this normal sort of girl who's being terrorized in every single aspect by this complete beast of a character who just snakes around his house, and prey becomes predator, and she now is the most vulnerable source of prey. She's this little tiny deer who's crawling through air vents. She doesn't know what to do. She tries to run away, but it doesn't work, and it's just horrifying. You keep thinking, get out of there, just run, go, run, and you keep saying that to her, but she's not listening, and it's horrifying to watch. You keep screaming. I kept whispering under my breath, come on, gotta go, come on, go, and that's great. I love that. I love watching a movie that gets me out of my seat, actually trying to talk to the characters, get them to do stuff. That is how a movie is meant to make you feel. It's meant to make you feel in the moment, thinking what the characters are thinking, fearing what they're fearing. And that is what Don't Breathe does the best. It gets you in there. It totally involves you in the experience. It totally involves you in what the characters are doing, in who they are, in where this plot is going to go. It even involves you in the villain himself. It makes him kind of understandable in some way. Of course, as the movie goes on, you get to see the more horrifying things that he does. But the real premise of him, of his character, kind of makes sense in a weird way, which makes a good villain. So in the end, Don't Breathe is this, ironically, breath of fresh air for a horror film, because it's simple, it's smart, it's insanely psychological. It'll get in your brain, and I don't think I'll ever forget many images from this film. I can't tell you what they are because they're just shocking, to say the least. Twisted, disgusting, yet incredible filmmaking experience, and I'm glad that I watched it, and I'm glad to say that it is worth the ticket and the Blu-ray. So Don't Breathe, have you seen it? Please tell me what you think about it. Now, this is a re-uploaded video. My first video was only halfway long, which really annoyed the crap out of me, but apologies to everyone. This is the full video. I hope you like it. Please tell me what you think about Don't Breathe and this video as well. Remember, push that little red button. Thank you for watching.